Hi everyone, welcome back to Why She Buy That collaboration with Wonder and Dreamer 555 and myself, Left Handed Crafter here on YouTube. Her information will be in the description box. Please click on it and see what wonderful items she has created with this cute little stamp set. So, we either doing this right or wrong because I hope this is this month's stamp set. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't want to send a message 3:47 in the morning, but here we are. So it has a bunch of cute kitty cats. Look, Dracula, Catula, I don't know, and Witch's cat. They got coffee. They're like, this gonna be a long spell. Then they got like a little dragon kitty cat. Then we got a little scared kitty cat. Then this clumsy kitty cat, trick or treating kitty cat, mummy kitty cat, and I would say this is kind of like a little alley cat. Then we have fish, bones, spiders, and Scaredy Cat, and a ghost of all things, a random ghost. So the way our collab works is she buys six sets, but two of each of the same one, and I buy six, two of each of the same one, and we swap them, and we select how we're gonna do it, and we do it. So last month's ah Staying Alive was hers. Super cute stamp set. And although I didn't do as much, a lot of the stamps can be revisited. So I'm going to be using this stamp, this card base from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to turn it over so we can cover this up. This is how it looks on the inside. Blankety blank blank. Blank blank. All right. So we're going to burnish this down once we get there. But now I want to talk to y'all because this stamp set is so small. Tried to look this stamp up and I found a image and I want to just kind of case it. But I think the stamp that they use is a lot bigger because I want to. This is the one that they use. This little dude is small. He is approximately small. Let's see. Let's pull out the ruler. Barely two, 1 3/4, and at his widest width, 1.5. So I think I'm gonna have to switch that idea that I was gonna do. So I think let's just put this to the side and let's get these creative juices flowing for a second. Let's still go with the case, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down to 4 1/4. So this is 4.5. So 4 1/4 by 5.5. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and slice it down once more. So I'm gonna cut this down 2.5. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this little piece down a scotch. A scotch is a different measurement for everybody. So you figure out what your scotch is and go from there, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and take our card front, which is some 6x6 paper that I got from the Dollar Tree a while back. I had told y'all if you saw it to go ahead and grab it if you could, put it in. These are the colors that we have. And so I'm going to use this one right here. I was going to use this one, but I think that it would be easier if we use this. So now this is going to be cut down 4 1/4. I never thought that by 5.5. I never thought that math would be so prevalent in my life when it came to crafting. All right, so we got this. And then we're going to take our panel pieces. All right, so now we just need to cut the length off a little bit. And a little bit is your discretion. So I was talking to, I should do that at the same time. This is why you shouldn't, you got to cut, sometimes you got to cut it together because I just messed up. I was getting ready to tell you this crazy story. I haven't been in the craft streets, okay, for a while. What are the craft streets? You're like, what are the craft streets? I don't know what's going on. The new things and stuff like that. I'm not really that good at trend following, I realize. We don't have to make it this complicated. And we will not make it that complicated. I've never been a good trend follower anyway. Because it's something always about a trend that it just upsets me. And when I say that very seriously. Like it's always something that someone has done. I'm like, why would you do that? So I'm gonna cut this down another little scotch. Again, a scotch is your own measurement. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. But one of my friends told me that right now they're doing Halloween. Was it last month? I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, Halloween is in July, I think. I was like, why? Now I know that's probably good to hear for some of us. This is crooked. I don't know who cut that, but we gotta fix it. It is crooked. That cannot happen. We need it to be straight because it's gonna mess with my eyes. It's going to mess with your friend's eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that together and come back. All right, so we cut this little sliver off. I don't know if it's straight enough, but next time what I'll do is measure it properly and then do it. So now I'm gonna put that to the side because I saw that the camera was trying to autofocus. And then we're gonna go ahead and get our little kitty cat, our Dracula cat, I guess, vampire kitty cat. Now this image, I would like for him to be huge. I don't know if that's possible. I probably could find an image similar to this online. So I'm gonna ink him up. Oh, I verified the wrong ink. He stamps out great. That's always a plus. So I took the stamps back from yesterday. I didn't take them back. I returned them at UPS. And apparently they're on their way. They've been shipped already. So I'm like, okay, let's see. I was really shocked that they wanted me to return those stamps. Very shocked. Not that I wanted to keep the broken stamps. I wanted to keep the block because I didn't have an issue with the block. But I sent it all back. I had actually bought something else and I purchased the wrong thing. So it was a good thing to return it because at first I was going to kind of just let it sit here and not return it. I have a bad habit of not returning a lot of stuff that I need to return. And so we got to stop that as well. I did, however, shh, don't tell nobody. I went to Michael's yesterday. I went to Michael's for a tool that I wanted. I had struggled with cutting something recently, and I was like, you know what? An X-Acto knife would be perfect. So I got that. And then they had clearance. Why? Why do I do this? So that's a good ink. That's a good ink. All right, so now we're going to do this guy right here. can't wait till Michaels actually stores these in the store. Like I said, some of the stuff that they said they was taking over for Joanne Fabric, I haven't seen in the store. Like I don't want to go. I don't. I'm not a seamstress, but hear me out. I would think that if I were to be cutting clothes, fabric, making things, I would want to touch the fabric. So on online purchase of anything fabric related just seems not good. But that's just me. I could be definitely wrong about that whole situation. And it could be a fun experience. Yay. All right, so what we're going to do now, so I'm going to try to place these spider, fish, and this other bone. I don't know what this other bone is supposed to be. And I don't know if all three of those are going to snap properly. Let's see. So then we have this. And what I'm going to do is just stamp it one, two, three, four, like that. And I am going to use the pink because why not? I don't have red right here. I think it's going to be fabulous, darling. Fabulous. Not fabulous, fabulous. Right. So let's see. Perfect. Yesterday, the big roommate was like, "Have you seen Nicholas?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I haven't seen him since in the morning time." I was like, "Well, I know I fed him, so I know he's in the house." But I had left and ran errands, and the big roommate, was like, "Well, how do you know you weren't home? You were running errands." I was like, "He did not get out." I was like, "Did he get out when you took the trash in?" He's like, "No." I said, "Are you sure?" So when I got my son, I hate looking for Nicholas. Let me just go on the record and say that that has become a running theme currently. Because Nicholas is tired of us, okay? He's like, "Listen, y'all getting on my nerves, and I'm gonna let you know this, right?" So he was in the closet, like chilling. So I went in my closet, not upstairs, not any. Like he was in my closet, hanging out, and I was like, "Nicholas," and he comes out, "Meow, meow, 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 meow," like, "Why are you bothering me? You woke me up from my nap or whatever." I was like, "Dude, they looking for you." He's like, "Meow, meow, meow, meow." I don't know what's going on with him, but yeah, that is what transpired yesterday. That is my life. Looking for the cat. Looking for the dang on cat. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Now we just need this. I feel like even though I know I stamped them all three times, each three, I feel like the bone is like poking around, like, yes, I am the bone. Mrr. I don't know why, but that's what I feel. All right. So that we have that. Let's go ahead and close this up. Now on the image it says that it shows. It shouldn't say it says it shows. Um, you know what? Let me go ahead. It shows. I do know words, just not right now. Apparently, it says set scaredy cat above the cat's head. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and color him in real quick and go from there. So yeah, the Staying Alive card was so adorable. The Staying Alive stamps and everything was so adorable. Wonder Dreamer is so creative. Like when I see her stuff, I'm like, I would have never thought of that. That's why it's good to be in collaborations with people that are like minded with different thoughts, right? Now, I don't know how he's a scaredy cat. I feel like this would have been a better image as a scaredy cat. because he could be looking at that ghost. But I don't know how I would actually get that done. You know, I'm sure other people talk about it, but I know Wandering Dreamer and myself have spoken about how some of the images and the stamps just don't all seem to fit properly. Case in point. Case in point. I'm going to use the red or pink, I should say. I need to find my red ink. I have a red ink somewhere, but it's a little tiny cube. I don't think I have one of these in red. Okay. Sometimes you got to do that. Okay. All right. All right. I was holding my breath. Were you? We're going to use these color pencils. Apparently, the color pencils is my favorite thing to use currently. So I'm just going to ride that wave out because I know it will not last forever. I know that I'll be back on my marker nonsense very soon. And when the time comes, I'll embrace it fully. So we're going to get this gray. It's called warm gray. Then I'm going to get a red color. I knocked these over the other day. I was so upset with myself because I was like, I need to reach down. I'm not sure how you all feel about your body giving up on you. My body is completely like, listen, I don't have time for you anymore, and I'm going to cause you all the pain. And now we're going to get punched for his little collar and a peach color for his ear. Ballet slippers. Okay, I'm just sitting here looking at my cat and his ears. He has a little pink triangle nose though. Um, he's like, I do? Yeah, man. We're gonna use flamingo for his little nose. Nicholas learned how to pop his collar, and not in a good way. He takes his paw and slips it through his neck, and he will take it off. So I had bought him breakaway collars just in case, he got hung up on something and it didn't hang him. Yeah, this little image is so teeny, teeny tiny over here. But I'm gonna color his teeth, even though you can barely see them. I wanna put a little bit of red on him. Been chasing a bird or something. I don't know. These color pencils go on really nicely. I've probably told y'all that a lot. Since he's my kitty cat, give him a blue collar, and the inside of his coat is blue. I miss my morning craft sessions when my aunt would be at work and she would call me. I miss her a lot. Like, of course, we go through phases of re-mourning, I believe, of our loved ones, friends, family members, people that are no longer in your life. It just makes me miss her a lot. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. But I miss her calling me. I'm like, I'm doing a video, I'll call you back. She's like, okay, I just want to tell you this story. And so then my nosiness was like, okay, just tell me the story. It did. I'll get back to the thing. She's like, no, no, just call me back. All right, so now we're going to just spritz this up a little bit. All right, so I decided that I'm not going to spritz this side, but just this side, okay? And what I'm going to try and do, I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm going to try this. Then I have our little inside of that napkin. And I'm using some Dilutions. What color is this one? Cherry pie. So now I'm just going to quickly do that. Y'all ready? I'm not. And neither is a spray bottle. So let me see. Ah, look, it's staying. I knew that was gonna happen. Nothing got on this thing though. Ah, that's okay. This is fine. This is what happens when you are inexperienced in squirting out your little spray bottle. And that is why we have alcohol to clean up our messes. Okay, now we're gonna take our little splat. That's a lot. It's okay. It's a-okay. All right, so I went to rub. I had alcohol on my hand. I went to rub off the red dots on here, and I rubbed some black off. So that's that. And now we're just going to put this here and here. A little splat goes a long way, is all I can say. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't think. I don't think I'm ready for the tape fill. So we're gonna go ahead and use our glue. I was watching some. I've been watching like DIY projects and just seeing how people do certain things that I probably would never do. And they have. So okay, let's talk. Let's me and you. I've been complaining about the Dollar Tree a lot. I don't know why I've been complaining about the Dollar Tree a lot. Because I'm not going to stop shopping at the Dollar Tree. I'm just not going to go to the Dollar Tree as much as I used to, right? I found other places I can go to. And then there's always thrifting. I know some people are anti thrifting. I know some people don't like that, but we're keeping it out of the trash. Seriously, when you think about it like that. So, anyway, I have been seeing a lot of people still do Dollar Tree videos. I don't want to say they're hauls. I don't want to say anything like that because I'm never going to say don't do what is best you feel like is best for you and your content on the channel. But what I have a problem with is some of the stuff is not comparable anymore, right? I've told you this. Like I think I need to cut this down like a tiny scotch. Um, a composition notebook as an example, a composition notebook from the Dollar Tree. currently is a dollar and a quarter at TJ, not TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart, Staples. Here where I live is the grocery store is called HEB, so you probably have like Publix, Food Lion, Food Giant, any grocery store. They probably have some school supply stuff, and they're under 50 cents, at least 50 cents or cheaper. So I don't think that's a good deal. And I know some. This has always been my issue with that. Some people probably only have access to certain stores. When I was growing up, there was not. I still cut it crooked. Mm-mm-mm. There was not a Dollar Tree nearby. It was Family Dollar when I was growing up. I don't even think Dollar Trees were around, to be honest, when I was growing up. Not where I lived, at least. My concern is I think that maybe we're sending a mixed signal to Dollar Tree now. We're telling them that it's okay to keep raising the prices because how you go from a dollar and a quarter, I mean a dollar, to $1.75 in the X amount of time. Before you know it, I really feel like they need to change the name. It shouldn't even be Dollar Tree anymore. It should not be Dollar Tree. It should be a new name altogether. Not even Dollar Tree. What do y'all think? Did we do it? I think we did it. The bad thing is this. This is a little bit too big. Just like a sliver. Let's see if we can't cut it down. And when I tell you a sliver, it is a sliver too big. So let's see. Look at that. That is crazy. So I'm gonna just put this glue on here. I did get some new glue. I need to start using it. I blame Deb Hoax Crafty Cottage, just so you know. I do not want to take the blame for my being influenced. I want to say their names on who's influenced me. I also want to tell y'all that I'll probably have a few card numbers out of order. So this is card number 5, right? It is Friday, and it's the 15th of August 2025 because that's when we do our Hey Girl Hey creations on the 15th of every month. Now, this is what's going to happen. If this is the wrong card, this is supposed to be for next month. I hope it's not. I don't think it is. I think this is right. I think this is right. I hope it's right. Okay, let's just say that. All right, so from this stamp set, we got this card for our Washi Body collaboration. Please click on the description box. See what Wonder and Dreamer 555 has made. And this is card number Cinque 5. All right, Cinco. All right, have a great day. Until next time, happy crafting.